Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be looking at the DC Collectibles, DC Essentials Green Lantern Hal Jordan figure. Now this figure I've had for a while now, but it's been sitting on my shelf closed because when I got this, it was around the same time that the McFarlane Justice League figures came out, and I was really excited for that. And while Green Lantern Hal Jordan, or sorry, should I say Green Lantern in general is one of my favorite characters in all of comics, I know what the DC Essentials body buck was like. So I knew what to expect from this figure, so I wasn't as excited for it as I was the other figures. But now that McFarlane has brought back DC Essentials, well, they've merged with, or they've bought DC Essentials, I guess. They now distribute DC Essentials. They've revived it, essentially. It's fun. I guess now would be a good time to take a look at this figure. So yeah, I got this figure, like I said, I got this figure a while back after DC Essentials has closed. So this isn't, so the store I bought this from, the box is not the perfect condition, but here we are. Take a look at it anyway. The box is your standard DC Essentials box. You got the picture of the action figure on the side, whereas you can see the action figure himself in front if you don't have all the lights. DC Essentials from the source. He's number 19 of the line. You got the metallic logo up here. You got named Green Lantern Hal Jordan. So yeah, we've seen the side. Look at the other figures from the wave. You have Sinestro, which I will review as well. Nightfall Batman and Nightfall Catwoman, which I do not have. So yeah, here's the bio for you guys. The box is not the perfect condition, but it's not bad. I'm not an inbox collector. I like to open my figures. Not much on the bottom. And lovely Green Lantern logo on top. A little bit ruined by the tape. So I'm excited. Let's get him open and see what it's like. He's already pretty cool, but you can kind of see the paint problem on the chest. But we'll take a look at it more as we open the figure. So, and here we have the DC Essentials Green Lantern out of the packaging. And I love the Green Lantern. I think I would say Green Lantern in general is my favorite comic character. But I don't know if I can really say that this is a great figure. It's a good figure. It's not necessarily a great figure. But we'll see why in a bit. So, in general, this is the very basic DC Essentials body. So you know, so if you collect DC Essentials, you know sort of what you're getting. So take a quick look at the details. Coming in closer to take a look at the details, the head looks great. The sculpt of DC Essentials in general is good. If I, yeah, it's really good. I have no qualms about the head. The neck sits a little bit high though. So if you look at it from the front, straight on, the neck looks really, really long. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like that. You come to the body, you see that normally, again, this company does the logos pretty well, but this one is just not hitting the mark. And I wanted to say that it's okay with me because it's Green Lantern and it looks a little bit like Energy Constructs, but it just doesn't. If you want a clean deco, you're not getting it here. It's a bit off center, and you see there's a little bit of something going on there. So yeah, coming down, again, this is normal DC Essentials body. I don't know if you'll see it, but the ring is sculpted on. There is the Lantern logo on the ring. Let me just steady my hand. Right there. You see the Lantern logo in the ring. Standard body, again. And yeah, it looks good enough. It looks nice enough. The problem is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. The green off the shoulder seems to be a little bit more yellow than the rest of the green. You'll see a darker green here, and it's not the lighting. That's the way it is in any lighting. But yeah, it comes with these hands only. It doesn't come with any other hands, like some of the other DC Essentials do. Or maybe they don't. It's been a while since I had one. I don't think they do. So yeah, these are the only hands it comes with. You see all that. There's a big gap over there where his joint is. But other than that, the paint is a little bit fuzzy over there where the black meets the green. And I don't know if I'm being bias here, but for Green Lantern, it's a little bit okay because, again, this is a construct suit. It's not an actual suit, or maybe it is in some continuations, but it is kind of fuzzy. I would have been okay with it if they didn't do it clean here. If they did consistently fuzzy, then fine. Maybe it was maybe they meant to do it, but it's really clean down here, so I can't say that I'm thoroughly happy with how the paint came out with this figure. So in terms of details, that's a little bit unfortunate. It's very basic for... It'll fit in your DC Essentials shelf very well with all the other guys. But as a Green Lantern figure, I feel like they could have done a better job. As a figure in general. So bringing it up for articulation, let's do it real quick here. You have the head on the side to side. It's supposed to be a ball joint, but it doesn't really go down very much. It's due to how the sculpt is. The neck, the chin is fully sculpted all the way to the inside. So I don't know if you can see it right there. It's a thick sculpt underneath. So it really won't go down very much. It does have a hinge in which you can make him look down. And that's the way to make him look down. But again, you get this long neck issue with the long neck. You can look up quite far. So in this, from the top angles, he looks good. He can do flight poses pretty well. His arms go all the way around. They go out. Both of them do that. Biceps can swivel. Double jointed elbow, which goes up to there, which is pretty good. Both hands can hinge up and down and rotate. Sorry about that. And can rotate. His torso, he has a waist articulation. He has really tough... Oh, well, I guess it's not that tough anymore. It was tough to crack. Torso joint, which can go down. Forward, not so much. Back, more so. He can kick out that far. Not back so much. He has a waist joint? Yeah. Double jointed legs, which are very well done. He has a joint here at the boot. Very well hidden, by the way. There's no cut. They use the sculpting over there. Very good there. He has the DC Essentials ball joint, which I understand it's because it's ratcheted, it doesn't do very well for a lot of people, but for mine, he stands pretty well. We'll see how time affects it the more I play with it. But yeah, so his articulation is DC Essentials standard, and not so bad. It's at least good. Not great, not stellar, but good. Yep, there you go. So, time for comparisons. Let's bring out our ruler. He is supposed to be a 7-inch line. From the 7-inch line, he looks like he comes just under 7 inches. Yeah, so he's a little bit short for the 7-inch line. And now we'll compare him to the DC Essentials, his Wavemate Sinestro. See how they stack up right there. Very good. Let's bring up the camera a little bit so you can see them eye level. Yeah, they stand pretty much beside each other. The same height. They stand pretty much the same height. I think Sinestro should be a little bit taller, but it's not a bad height difference. I like it. Stay tuned for his review coming up. Now let's compare him with a couple more HAL Jordans. This is both from DC. This is the White Lantern HAL Jordan from DC Direct. And the Green Lantern HAL Jordan from DC Collectibles. So you see how they stack up. He does stand... Oh no! He does stand the tallest of the three. So that's nice. I like the shininess of the old DC Direct and DC Collectibles. But the matte finish actually also looks really nice. So, you know, I don't know if they'll fit in the same together with the shelf because it's a different aesthetic, but they look nice. In terms of looks, in terms of just looks, I like the DC Collectibles the best. I think he looks the most heroic. I don't know, maybe it's just because I like the shiny. I don't know, but Green Lanterns, I love it. I love it in general. Now bringing in the other Green Lanterns from Earth. We have Simon Baz, John Stewart from DC Collectibles. From DC Direct, you have Guy Gardner and Kyle Rayner. They look nice on the shelf. if these are the only guys you have, he'll fit in very well. But as you can see, the older DC Direct, DC Collectibles figures are a lot shinier than this figure is. So he will stand out a little bit, and he'll look a little bit out of place compared to everyone else. So there you have all of them. And now let's go with my standard McFarlane comparison. That's John Lantern, Green Lantern John Stewart, who stands around the same height as he does, but much bulkier, much more detailed. I can't wait for the HAL Jordan Green Lantern release of this guy. And 6-inch figure, Iron Man. So you see, they actually scale a little bit more. You can fudge it more with Marvel Legends. So what do I think of this figure? In the end, it's a good figure. DC Essentials, you know exactly what you're getting. They have a body buck and they're sticking to it. And for the most part, their sculpts are good. Is it the best Green Lantern figure out there? Maybe HAL Jordan anyway for now. We'll see how the McFarlane HAL Jordan goes. If you wanted an articulated Green Lantern, I think this is the way to go. In the 7-inch scale. I don't have the DCUC Green Lantern. But in the 7-inch scale, I think this is the best articulated Green Lanterns. The others look better, but you know, this is before the time of big articulation. So that's what I think. Hopefully you enjoyed that review. Let me know if you're planning to get it, if you're planning to hunt it down now that DC Direct and DC was acquired by McFarlane Toys and is being revived by McFarlane Toys. Let me know if you're going to look for this guy and let me know if you're hoping that this guy comes out as well. Until then, I have been Gelmig. Do follow this channel for more reviews. I will have some more coming up soon. Sinestro will be coming up next. And yeah, if you enjoyed, let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Hit that like, hit that dislike, do whatever you want. And I'll see you soon. Bye.